Okay, so Tai Chi warm-ups look like this. Nice and easy. We're going to loosen up our necks. Our hands are going to float up. We're going to breathe in. We're going to breathe out. We're going to tuck our chin. We're going to leave our chin and head where it's comfortable. Our hands are going to come out. We're going to follow them down with our head and our eyes. Can you hear me, Linda? Okay. Okay. This is probably good. Jacqueline is on here with us. She said she's going to be in meetings all day, so this is probably good to get your neck loosened up before you go sit in a meeting all day. Okay, one more, everybody. Drop one hand down, tilt to the side. Same thing, other side. So, by the way, I am Kathryn. We are here at Avila Bay Athletic Club. We're on the back lawn. We've got a lovely tent with heaters set up for the class members. It's just kind of dark in there, so I'm out here a little bit outside the tent, but which is great. It's warming up nicely. We've had blue jays and pigeons and all kinds of things already this morning. I will say that if you have been procrastinating and you are planning on getting your turkey dinner here at the club, I just talked to management and they think that they might be sold out. So if you were thinking you were getting your turkey dinner here, please call. Turn your head to the side. This will help you at the four-way stop. Also help you if you're at a conference table and you're having to look one way all day. Hopefully your Zoom meeting. Whoa. If that hurts your shoulders, you can always like tuck your elbow in and not do that, or just visualize your hand and not actually even use your hand. One more. Gentle shoulder rolls, everybody. Roll them up, back, and around. Nice deep breath. And again, if you got bad shoulders, feel free to not lift your hands up. Couple more, breathing into your abdomen, expanding into your belly button. Okay, one more. We'll loosen up our waist. So that's going to be a little ball of energy. And again, sinking down, kind of like you're sitting back on a windowsill. Or again, it's getting to be ski season, sitting back on the T-bar. I don't know if any resorts still have T-bars. So the motion is coming from my waist, trying to keep my pelvis and hips static. Again, little subtle variations, trying to get you all doing different moves every week so that your body never adapts. So it's always something new. If you want to do this one, this is you can come up on your tippy toes, get a little bit extra balance work. This is separating heaven and earth. So a good, nice Tai Chi Qigong move. So you're squeezing that column of energy together. You're flipping that bottom hand around and pushing up on the sky, pushing down on the earth. Okay, last one, everybody. Come on down. Buddha holds up the heavens. We're scooping up. Again, coming up on our toes if we want to work on our balance. Sinking on down, engaging our big muscles a little bit more, helping us warm up a little bit more. Okay, one more, everybody. Okay, come on down. We'll loosen up our hips. And again, if you want to hold on to a chair, if you're at home and your balance is a little bit bad, hold on to a chair. Otherwise, our hands are going to float up. As they float back, we're going to tap forward. That's going to look like this from the side. Trying to keep our lower abdominals engaged so we're not arching back. We're staying tucked in. A little bit of balance. Like I said, if you need the chair, if you need to stop, tap in the middle, that's great. Go ahead, one more to the back, stop in the middle, switch feet. It's the hardest part all day. One more to the front, One more to the back, stop in the middle. We're going to come up to the side, loosen up the outside of our hip. And again, if you want to increase this a little bit more, you can push out, but you got to watch that plant knee. Or like I said, just go back to this guy, whatever's working for you. And again, if you need the chair, please, if you're at home, please use it. Okay, come on back to center. We're going to do cross lateral body movement. We're going to do punching. And again, side view looks like this. Right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. If you want to work on your balance, you're going to kick up. Foot comes off the ground, knee comes back, come on down. If you're not there, and if you need to, again, if just this is please use the chair. We do have a lot more equipment back here on the back lawn, which is great. But I will ask those of you that are here on the lawn, if you want to use the equipment, go ahead. There are green towels with sanitizer up there. Sanitize everything before and after you use it, just in case. And then, of course, before you touch your face, even if you sanitized everything, be sure and wash your hands. We'll do our ankles. So we're just heel toe. If you, again, want more balance, a little more warm-up work, you're gonna accentuate that. You're gonna tap your toe, tap your heel, tap your toe, tap your heel. Whatever's working for you today. Like I say, if you need to hold the chair, go ahead. Other foot. Because of course, doing the other way, the farther you get away from your center of gravity, which is right about here, the harder that motion is. And then back to the first foot, outside a heel, inside a big toe. And then other foot. Okay. We're doing Tai Chi warm-ups today. I know, different stuff. But we'll go back into our old favorite. We'll do our split stance quad work. So that's going to look like this. We're going to drive that back heel straight down, never getting this knee ahead of that toe. That back heel is up, coming down, 6 or 8. Again, if you want to work on your balance as you come down, you can be up and off. But if your balance is being challenged just there, of course, you can be there with the chair and holding onto the chair. Totally lost my count. I think that was 3. Okay, last one, number 8. Go ahead and hold that. We're going to let that thigh cook a little bit. And again, looking down, making sure I can see my toes, engaging my core, tucking in. And again, if you want to do a little bit of balance work here, you can. But if not, we're just going to sit in it for about 20, 30 seconds. We're going to drop that heel back, stretch our calf, bent knee calf stretch. Oh. Take a nice deep breath or a yawn, whichever. When you're ready, go ahead, lock out that knee, a little more aggressive stretch. So we start with the easy one first so we don't hurt anything. And then again, we're going to come into a balance pose. If you need to, grab the chair, grab a wall if you're at home. Tap in and don't play all the way along if you don't feel safe. But we're going to drive up, come up. One leg. Hold it for a 20 or 30 count. Okay, come on out to the sides. Again, changing up where the forces versus our center of gravity. Okay, come into tree in the wind. Oh. Okay, come on down, switch feet. So if you're mirroring me, left foot in front, we're gonna lift our back heel up. We're gonna come straight down. This one will be easier because I can see the clock. So when you're ready, go and hold in that, let that thigh cook about 30 seconds. And again, if it hurts, don't play, feel free not to play along. So we're about halfway through. Like I said, that leg should be cooking right about now. 5 more seconds, everybody. Okay, go ahead and drop that heel down, bent knee calf stretch. Change the focus a little bit, shifting back a little bit more weight on your back leg. Yeah, we got the heaters on in here. It's getting nice and toasty. I figured if everybody took one giant step back or two giant steps away from the heaters, we could all be warm and be within be 6 feet apart. So another 7 seconds of stretching the calf with the knee bent. Okay, go and lock that knee out, open it up, a little bit more aggressive stretch. Again, remember to keep your core engaged. Check in with your abs, make sure they're locked in. Oh boy. It is beautiful out here today. Like I said, it's warming up nicely. And then when you're ready, we'll give it a couple more seconds. We're gonna, again, if you choose, drive on up, come on up. Hold this for a 30 count if we can. And again, if you ever need to tap out or grab the chair, go ahead. It's worse when I talk. Come on out. Talking about, focus. If, it's like if I talk or you talk, it shifts your focus. It's when you have one-on-one training and they're working on your balance, they're like tossing a ball with you. Yeah, no. Shoulders down, elbows sinking, everybody. So if you're doing this, bring them on down. Okay, last one, come up to the angle, tree in the wind. If you don't find this a challenge, you can roll your ankles around, roll your foot around. I know. I know I was nice to you with warm-up, so I'm being mean to you with the balance today. Okay, come on down, everybody. Good deal. Shake it out a little bit if you need to. Actually, you know what? Full body stretch. Tighten everything up. Reach for the sky. Oh, loosen everything up. Again, if your shoulders are bad, hands don't come up. One more, and again, bad shoulders, it looks like this. Come on down. Okay, we'll come into a comfortable seated position. I'm not going to use the chair. Go ahead and sit down. If you have a little towel that you can sit on, that's great. Let me shift so I can see my class members here on the lawn with me. I can almost get everybody in. So again, whatever comfortable position for yourself. We'll do a little bit of a spinal twist because we already warmed up our neck a little bit. Rolling forward, coming up, shoulder blades down your back. Turn to the left. Open up. And again, if you want to open up that shoulder a little bit more, point your fingertips to the back. Great tip from Summer, our Friday morning yoga person. If you haven't checked out that class, please do. We got a lot of great instructors. Oh, nice deep breath, everybody. Okay, come on back to center. Same thing, other side. Interlace your fingers, curl on forward, roll on up, turn to the other side. We've got a bird here today that I've never heard before. It sounded like monkeys here in the back lawn for a little bit. I think it's probably the blue jay. Oh. Okay, come on back to center. Plant your right hand down. A little bit of a quadratus lumborum stretch. So you're using that right plant as opposed so that you're not using the muscle that you're trying to stretch. Quadratus lumborum, it's that muscle that you use when you like brush your teeth and you're doing the dishes or what have you ever. Big muscle in your low back. Okay, same thing other side. Yeah, you've got the spotlight today. The sun's hitting the back of your glasses. So when we used to be in group fitness room in these early morning classes, we would close all the blinds. We have lovely like plantation blinds in the group fitness room. But if I didn't get it just right, the spotlight would always be on somebody. And now that we've got the tent, the sun is just right that we've got a spotlight on one of the members here. So fun and interesting stuff. That being said, let's do a little bit of lateral flexion. Work our back a little bit, get it nice and loosened up. Now that we've stretched it out a little bit. A little bit of rotation. We already did a little bit of this when we were standing, but again, you'll notice the difference between sitting and standing, taking out that little bit of play in the hips. Okay, last one. Come on down. We'll loosen up our shoulders. So first thing, rolling back, set your shoulder blades back. We'll start opposite of normal. We'll do our chest first. So we're going to open up, stretch our pectoralis. Pectoralis is a fan-shaped muscle. I know we've got some new folks out there on Zoom. Thanks for joining in. So we're going to come up an inch or two every time. Find out the portion of that muscle that's the tightest, whatever angle, and then go back and do that one a couple more times. Oh, one more, everybody. Okay, come on now. We're going to take our left hand, bring it across our body. You can do thumb up. I got the spotlight too. Thumb up, or if you want to try thumb down, you can do static or you can do active isolated. Active isolated will help get the muscle moving through its proper range of motion to get a little bit more blood supply, and will gently compress that glenohumeral joint, compressing this articular cartilage, which releases the normal lubricant for the joint, the synovial fluid. It's a whole lot of information at 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the morning. But it's good to think about. You know, it's good to think about why we do what we're doing and how it can help us. One more, everyone. And then up at the angle. The pool has been super busy here at the club, so for our swimmers, this is a good stretch for swimming muscles. Oh, okay, one more, everybody. Okay, this one, I'm going to be nice to you all today. We're just going to come up and over. We're going to do a little tricep stretch. We're going to reach back. We're going to kind of give ourselves a massage on the other shoulder, hopefully. Little tiny bit. Reach back there and feel that. Come on down. Shake it out a little bit if you need to. Same thing, other side. Come across. So again, infraspinatus muscle has a little twist in it. So if you don't feel the stretch, thumb up, try thumb down. Okay, one more, everybody. And then up at the ankle. Two more, everybody. Okay, last one. We are also, it's camp here at the club. I'm not sure what the hours are. And then, like I said, just straight back. Maybe massage the other side of your shoulders a little bit. There we have little Indian headbands without a construction paper here this morning. Somebody forgot theirs. So fun and games. If you've got the grandkids in town, and you want to have them, have an adult afternoon, bring the kids on down to the club. I'm not sure what the fees are, but um, from there we'll do our forearms. So we're going to do bent elbow wrist extensors. If that you don't feel that, you can straight elbow it. Our bonus move. Everybody hears the law knows what I'm doing. Thumb down, palm out, make a fist, cross your hands over. Again, coming around the midline, your brain goes, "What in the world?" And then pull towards the tennis courts. Yeah, feel that? Yikes! Oh, hopefully nobody on Zoom can hear the cycle music. We've got a heavy bass going back at the cycle. They're working hard. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and shake that out a little bit, everybody. Same thing with our wrist flexors. You can do bent elbow. It's a little less aggressive. If you want to do more aggressive, you're straightening that elbow out, locking that shoulder down so that you're not impacting on that shoulder we just stretched. I think that's a good motto for this year, everything in moderation. We went up to the top of Cerro San Luis on Sunday, so I'm sure when we do our calves, my calves are going to be screaming. Go and relax that. Same thing, other side. Pick which stretch you're doing. I'm going to do the crossover. Yeah. And like I said, it's just weird because you're across your midline, your arms are crossed. What in the world are we doing? Oh. Yeah, that was funny because I talked to the person that handles our Facebook account. And I said, "Hey, you need to put it on Facebook that we have the turkey dinners." And he said, I think they might be sold out. You'd have to check with the kitchen." I'm like, "Uh-oh." Good for them. I mean, the club has done so much, and this has been so awkward that I'm happy that we're sold out because that means the club's probably making some money. So good. Flip up and over, either bent elbow, straight elbow. Yeah, it's amazing to think the changes that the club has made in 6 months, and all our poor teachers. You know, my friends that are school teachers and school tech people, and they're just like, oh, it's been crazy. So, well, go ahead and relax. A little bit of your thumb, just put your thumbs on your thighs and kind of wiggle around. There's a lot of little muscles in your thumbs. Find the one that's tight and sink into that for a little bit. I did talk to a young man who's going to Cuesta last night, and he got all A's last semester because he's focused. He's got there's a family business, and he works with dad. When he's not in school, and then he's going to school, and he's got two younger brothers that are still in high school. I said, "How are they doing?" And he said, "I don't know. I think they're okay. I think they're doing okay, but they're in school when we're working, so you know they maybe don't get as you got to be a self starter right now. Go and shake that out. Shake out your hands a little bit if you like to. We're gonna do one of our strength moves. We're gonna come onto our side and do our clamshells. So we're gonna warm up the muscle. Clamshell warms up our IT band, tensor fascia lata. There's your big word for the day. Um, you can do this guy, you can do this guy, or you can do this guy. Um, we're going to do 8 of these. So there's 3. Number 8, come on down, curl into a small ball. The closer you get your bottom knee to your nose, the better off you are. Hip flexor. So what's happening with doing the exercise before we stretch is that's a really small muscle with a really long tendon. And so we're trying to increase the blood flow so it's warmed up a little bit so it's easier to stretch. And of course, cradle your head so that you're nice and safe for your head. Okay, go ahead and kick that one on out, shake it out a little bit, arc on over to the other side. same thing. First, we're going to start out with our IT band clamshells. Your choice. Oof, I can feel that. I can feel that hike in this one. Number 6, 2 more, everybody. Okay, last one, number 8. Curl into a small ball. We'll stretch our hip flexors while we're already in this position. Curl on back. Oh, yeah, definitely tighter doing that hike on Sunday. Oh, other bonus infomercial. If you have to go to the Apple store, you have to make an appointment. You cannot go stand in line on the sidewalk. Things I learned since last class. Go and kick that out, shake it out a little bit. Come on up to a seated position again. We'll stretch out that muscle that we just warmed up with the clamshells. So if you don't want to do an IT band stretch, here's the spinal twist. Foot on the outside of your knee, pull your knee to your opposite shoulder, and then spinal twist. There was a family of 7 waiting to buy one iPhone and they didn't have an appointment. I think there was probably 12 people in line ahead of me and not one of them had an appointment, not one of them got in the store. So if you want to stretch out your IT band, if you're a runner, if you just know it's tight, you're kicking it on up. But the problem is my Chi Ball class is online, but I can't get it on my devices. I can't get it on my iPad. So luckily I had written down some notes, so I was able to study Chi Ball. So if you want to check out Chi Ball, it's tomorrow on Zoom only at 11:30. I would love to have you all come on down, tap that out. Same thing other side. Sit up nice and tall. Again, foot on the outside of your knee, pull that knee to the opposite shoulder, spinal twist. And then if you want to do your IT band, you're opening up that knee. Again, IT band's one of those muscles that cross both the knee and the hip. Oh. Okay, come on down, everybody. Kind of shake it out a little bit if you need to. Go ahead and put the soles of your feet together. We'll do our adductor muscles. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to hinge from our hips first, and I got no range of motion in those today, apparently. And once that's all done, then you can release your upper torso. But try to get all the range of motion out of your hips first. But yeah, muscles I didn't think were tight after that hike that apparently are. I think last time we did that hike, they had just they, they had just had they were going to put the gazebo on top of that mountain, and so it was nicely graded and it was like nice and flat. It's more of a trail hike now. No, the Cerro San Luis, right in the middle of town. Um, and the good news is, surprisingly, it wasn't all that crowded, so we were able to stay, 6 feet from everybody without grabbing our masks. Um, Come on up, everybody. Go and kick that right leg out. Put your left foot into your thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Turn your torso so that your goal is to get your sternum over your kneecap. But again, working on goals. You don't have to get there today. Just trying to get a little bit better every time. If you want to, a great place to use our strap to reach on in. Grab that foot. Give yourself a little bit more of a stretch, or reach on out if you can, dropping that shoulder down wherever you're at today. Oh, big yawn. Yeah, I taught a class yesterday and it was really windy, and my allergies at midnight were like, hello. Okay, come on up. Switch to the other side to the point that I looked up the difference between sinus headache and COVID. I'm like, oh no. Sit up nice and tall. Turn your torso. Again, ideally sternum over the kneecap, but again, if you're not there today, that's okay. Luckily, facial pain is not a sign of the COVID. Okay, come on up, everybody. If you need to push with your hands, go ahead. Otherwise, hinge with your low back. Sit up nice and tall. One last one. Again, your chest is going forward, forward, forward first. Once you've got all the range of motion out of your hips, then you can really sharpen your torso. And again, give yourself an assist by holding with your hands out front. Oh, I'm loving the color of that jacket, Linda. I got to tell you. Is it new? We could be Bobsy twins. It's not new. Darn it. Sink deep into it a little bit more if you can once you get in the stretch and start relaxing. And then again, as we come on up, if you need to push with your hands, if your low back is not that strong, that's okay. Go ahead, be safe. Come on up however you can. We're going to roll. We're going to change it up. We're going to roll onto our back today, and if we get time, we'll come onto our quadruped position. But we're going to come onto our back, pull our knees in towards our chest, give ourselves a nice hug, because I promised we were going to do feet today, so I got to allow time for feet. Rock back and forth, massaging your back a little bit. Roll your ankles around a little bit. Roll them the other way. Then go ahead and place your right ankle on your left knee. Pull both knees in towards your chest. A little bit of a hip opener, stretching your piriformis muscle. If you are doing some traveling this weekend, this is a good thing to stretch. This muscle tends to get really tight if you're sitting a lot, especially if you're sitting in a bucket seat. One more nice deep breath, everybody. Go ahead, uncross, switch to the other side, pulling on in. Oh. And again, if you don't feel this, kind of change the angle. Maybe take it down here, coming across more, whatever works for you, whatever gets the right. One more nice deep breath, everybody. And then before I forget, we better do core, because I was gonna forget. I looked back at Linda's smiling face. I said, "Oh, we gotta do core." Oh no! So feet are up. First of all, let's just do this guy. We're just gonna again do both feet in a circle. Nice and easy, little tiny circle. A little bit variation on what we normally do. Hands ideally are at your sides, palms up to the sky. Just kind of warming up our core again and knowing what we're doing. After about 6 of those, turn go the other way. And again, if this is too much, you can always shorten that lever arm by doing this guy, whatever's working for you. And then same thing, we're going to move into some core work. And if this is not your cup of tea, feel free to do other core work that you like. Go ahead and keep one foot planted on the sky. We're going to do circles with just one foot. So ideally, start out with little circles. Do the other one. Go the other way with the first foot. Again, little circles. Other foot. As little torso movement as you can get. I think that's number 5. One more, number 6. So now here's the deal. Now we're doing big. Your low back shouldn't rise up. You shouldn't be rocking your pelvis. You're coming out, out, out as far as you can. Again, back should stay pretty flat and not moving. It's all in your anterior lower core, working that. The slower you go, the more in control you are, the better you are, and the less chance you have of hurting yourself. One more, number 6. Okay, same thing, other foot. I'm being nice today. Normally, I make you do both ways on the foot at the same time. So I'm going down and then up. So you kind of got to keep track because we're going to go back and we're going to do the other way next time. So down and up. I think that was number 6. Now we're going to go up to down. I thought that was a tree guy. I thought we were out of luck. For the last 10 minutes, we're going to be, do your own thing because I wasn't able to combat that guy. I think that was number 4, number 5, number 6. Okay, one more set. Toes towards the nose. Toes come down. Ideally, this is where we're getting tired. So really slow down. Take care of yourself. 2 more. Okay, last one. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug again. Be thankful you've gotten through that one more time. Go ahead and we'll do a little spinal twist. Again, if you've got some kind of a bolster and that's kind of not good for your back, you can always add the bolster in so that your knees aren't going quite so far. Spinal twist to the side, goal post your arms, sink into that, take a little break after doing that lower ab work. Breathe into your side ribs that are up, get a nice expansion in there. Keep your lungs all cleaned out. Okay. Go ahead, pull your belly button in towards your spine, bring your knees up. Go ahead and drop them over to the other side. Spinal twist. Okay, after about 6 nice deep breaths, go ahead, bring your knees back up to center, pull them in one more time, reset your low back. We're just going to do a couple of calf and thigh workouts because, man, we got late. So our foot's going to come up. Again, active isolated. We're going to toe towards the sky is the contraction, toes towards the nose is the release. If you've got a strap, you're going to go ahead and place it on the ball of your foot. If you're in a hotel room, I know we've got one member that says they're traveling. Um, Grab the strap from the rope. If you don't have a strap, that's okay. You still get a decent workout, just not quite as aggressive. Go and lock out the knee, another 5 with the knee straight. You can get up to 20% more in your range of motion by using a strap than you can doing it freestyle with no strap. Okay, one more. Go ahead and if you've got the strap, move it to the instep, drop that heel down towards the floor, drive it up towards the sky. Bent knee hamstring stretch. We'll get to the straight knee in a minute. So this is just warming up. Again, trying to stretch the shorter muscles first, and then we'll move it into the more aggressive, longer stretch for the longer muscles. Okay, number 5, we're going to lock that knee out, drop that whole leg down as a unit, lift it up using those hip flexors we've been stretching. If you need to use an assist with the strap at the beginning, that's okay. But definitely if you've got one, assist at the end with a strap. If you don't, grab behind your thigh, pull on in. Don't grab over your knee, please. Okay, last one, everyone. Go ahead, take the tension hold it for that 1-2 count. Release the tension, drop that leg across your midline, pushing through your heel. Nice little outside your hip stretch. Okay, go ahead and bend into your knee. Come into a little variation on a spinal twist. We did 2 knees. This is just 1 knee. Little bit of a change, little bit different angle. If you feel like you're hyperextending your back, go ahead and pull your knee up a little bit more. It'll help flatten your back out a little bit. Okay, go ahead and contract your core, pull your belly button in, come on back up to center. Go ahead, if you've got the strap, switch it to the other leg. Totally lost my strap. Otherwise, we're going to the other foot. Bent knee calf stretch. So toes towards the sky is the contraction, toes towards the nose is the stretch. We're starting out bent. We'll move into straight in a minute. Okay, number 5, go ahead and lock out your knee. Same motion with the ankle. Number 5, do one more for number 6. And then if you've got a strap, move it to the instep of your foot, drop that heel down, drive that foot up towards the sky, bent knee hamstring stretch. Okay. So number 5, go ahead, lock out the knee, drop the whole leg down as a unit, lift it up using your hip flexors, a little assist with the strap or behind your thigh with your hands if you've not got a strap today. Okay, one more, number 6. Go ahead and take that 1-2 count tension, release the tension, drop it across your midline. Pushing through your heel will increase the stretch a little bit. If you did a big hike this weekend, it might make you want to cry a little bit. Go ahead and bend into your knee, come into that spinal twist for about 30 seconds. Okay, pull your belly button in, come on back up to center, pull your knees in towards your chest one last time. Oh, rock back and forth. Roll over onto your side, push yourself up into a comfortable seated position, and we're gonna do feet. I promised feet today. So I'm gonna take off my shoes. Of course, I double tied my knots today because I was thinking ahead. Shoes come off. I'm gonna take my socks off just because I painted my toenails and. Ooh, gross! I painted my toenails. Yikes! So go ahead and put your foot on your other thigh, and we're gonna grab our heel, and we're just gonna open up the front of our foot like a book, close it down. So we're just coming this way and this way. So the forefoot is doing this, and the heel is being pretty static. And again, only if it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, feel free not to play along with that. The other thing you can do is move that foot over a little bit and just basically shake the heel a little bit, and it'll shake that forefoot out a little bit. It's a little bit different range of motion, a little bit different sensation. So foot anatomy, you have 3 arches. You have your big arch that we all know about. You have a little arch out here, but you have an arch that goes under your toes. And so what we're going to do is we're going to reestablish the arch that goes underneath our toes. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull our toes down towards the sole of our foot, and we're going to push up in the ball of our foot. And you might get a little pop. That's okay. That's just reestablishing. And again, big words at 9 o'clock in the morning, your metatarsal phalangeal joint. Just curl and give yourself a nice little massage. If you want, make a fist with your other hand and take the knuckles and just kind of drag it along the sole of your foot. Nice little self massage. If our feet aren't happy, nothing's happy. It affects our balance. It affects our disposition, everything. Yeah, self foot massage. Woohoo! Go ahead, switch to the other foot, everybody. Same thing. Grab that heel, open up the forefoot, close it down a little bit. Again, you might get a little bit of pop in there. Reestablish that arch. Give it a little shake, loosen it up, and then reestablish that little arch at the base, underneath the ball of your foot. You can do it toe by toe. You can do it as a group, whatever feels good. Go ahead and make a fist with your hand. Give yourself a little bit of a foot massage. We've got 2 more minutes. Let's come up and do one more hip flexor stretch. So we're going to come up on our knees. We're going to do this guy. So foot forward, foot back. Engage your core. Pull forward. Ideally, you're getting your hip ahead of your knee. I can really feel that in my quad coming on through. Again, if you want to work on balance, you're coming off your midline. You'll notice one way is a little bit harder than the other. So just a little tiny bit of stretch, because like I said, I don't want to leave you all over. Come on back, switch to the other side. Same thing, mainly a hip flexor stretch, but if you want to work on balance a little bit, it's a good time. You realize how integral, again, your feet and your ankles are to your balance. You take those out by being on your knees, and it makes things a little different and a little harder. And then we will stand on up and finish our usual standing. Couple nice deep breaths, get you on for the day. Get out of the sun, nice deep breath. Breathing into your abdomen. One more. Thank you to everybody on Zoom. Thank you to everybody on the lawn. I appreciate you all. If I don't see you tomorrow, have a happy Thanksgiving. There will be class tomorrow at 7:30. There will be no ab work.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
There's Pat.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Pat. Thank you, Linda. Thanks. Thank you, Anna, for showing up today. Everybody have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kathryn.
Thanks, Pat. Happy Thanksgiving.